You know, I was thinking the other day, James, the fact that, like you said, that like usually the only thing that keeps you talking for hours is like political stuff and whatever. I figured that like to have had several, what was it, 3 or so hours of just chit chatting and stuff like that. And it wasn't like small talk stuff either. Like, I don't know. I was pretty happy that like you were able to have a conversation about stuff that wasn't like politics and be able to talk for so long as well. Because, you know, oh shit, get off me! I don't know. I just thought it was nice that you were able to experience that as well. Come on, I can make it. There's a lot of zombies over here, but they'll be fine. Ah. Should have taken some headache tablets. Yeah. Oh, my head's starting to feel sore. Oh, zombie. What's that? Zombie ruin. What's it? Ruined zombie land. Well, oh no. Oh shit. Let me back up. Let me back up. I wasn't planning to get down here. Come on, get out there. Have you seen Zombieland the movie? Yeah. I was wondering about that. Oh, come on, just die. I'm slowly running out of the things. Oh yeah, I've seen both of them. It's one of those ones where like I like it, but at the same time, there's stuff about it that I don't like. But it's for the most part, it's an alright movie. I find that like all zombie movies are kind of in their own way a little bit crap, but like they're addictively good in another way. Okay, stand there, Jesus. When he feels like coming out, he can come out. Oh yeah, there's the spoof movies. Is that a solid wall there? Yeah. Was there really 2 guys in? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh shit. Lovey. Not the right toilet for you. Oh yeah. It was quite funny. We actually had a discussion very recently about Monty Python because somebody I know in person, their partner had never seen it, and he's like, "Oh, you've got to watch it for sure. You got to watch it to have all the cultural references and stuff like that." And so he made her watch it, and she absolutely hated it. And I'm like, I'm really glad I'm not the only person on this planet that doesn't actually like Monty Python. And the thing is, like, it's not to a point where like I will fight somebody over it. It's just literally I just don't get anything out of it myself. And yeah, because of that, most people I tend to come across get confused about like what it is that I don't like. But I don't know, it's just not my kind of humor. It just doesn't land for me. I might have to swap this over because I'm going to run out of bullets in this soon. Yeah. So that's the thing. Some people get super defensive. There is a bookshelf. Oh, just a crucible. Yeah, no. I was telling my partner about your what you were saying the other day was something about what'd you say? It's something like kids think they've got it hard this day or something like that. It's like back in your day you'd throw stones at Soviets or something like that. I read what you'd said to him like verbatim, and he just thought it was fucking hilarious in like the same sense. Like that's the kind of humor I can get behind. Like even if you're being like legit serious, I still find it funny. I find it more so amusing in how you said it. Oh fuck's sake! I didn't realize there was a thing there. I could probably get up here. Maybe I just need to drill that. Can I reach? I can. I'm probably going to want this in a minute. I will want that. Oh, fuck. I've told all of fucking Paris that I'm up here. I've got one box. This will help. There we go. Okay. Sure. Go for it. I don't see a single fucking book in this place. This is supposed to be a town hall. I feel like I might have been up here before. Yeah, there's the exit. Did I just come through a fancy way to get in here? Case. Hey, at least I'm getting books. It's just not the books that I want. Okay. Just remember, I don't know a lot of like history contexts and stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, no, I was here before. God damn it. I went through all that effort to get up here and it was where I've already been. Although up there looks like somewhere where I could go. Shut up. Where'd you even go? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, I do know of that. I do know of that. Let's see if I can make it. Calm down. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to assess my ability to jump up here. Thinking I might have a better chance from here. Yeah. Oh. Damn it. I'm thinking I'm going to boop something when I do this. Nope. I just flat out missed. Oh, yeah. There you are. I thought I stood on something. I looked down and it's this guy. I'm like, right. Well, apparently I stood on him and hurt myself. Yeah. Tell him one of the Soviet board guards. Regards shooting himself for. Let's do some medical stuff. And I don't need sand. You're giving me sand. Yes, I am going to use all the medical stuff because I really don't need it. I will drink the coffee. Okie dokie. You can go away. Sledgehammers and crowbars. All right. Just going places. This place has been useless for me. Oh yeah. I'm guessing this isn't going to be taking down the wall. Oh no, you did take down the wall. I was going to say when you like they started handing out sledgehammers, I thought this was going in a different direction, where you like started beating on some Soviets or something. Okay, come on. Let's go up a level then. Pretty sure I came in this way. Yeah, I did. So people storming a wall and tearing it down. That would be quite cathartic, though. I already looted that. There has to be more books in this towns. Yep. I think I've at least heard of like that much history, which is good. Good in a sense. But it's kind of cool that you were there for that. Let me get this. Hold up a second. Alright. Yeah, I was gonna say for however old you were at when you did that, I would have been turning 1. So he was German but not a communist guy, huh? That establishment is not the best combination of locations. Sub guy. And yeah. Like most of us. I thought you said he wasn't. Okay. Oh, no, wait. Sorry. You said he was. He was. I don't think I'm gonna find another cracker book here. I'm gonna move over to this town, see if I can't fucking find something, and I'll take my glider. From memory, I can glide off this building if I'm careful about it. Alright, let's try. There we go. That's a pretty good run. I got up some good speed. Participated in it, but watched. Yeah. See, I find stuff like that's pretty interesting because, like, I can't compare any of that kind of stuff to anything that happens in the modern day. Because it's just like, even if there's conflicts, it's not that people are passive about it. It's just people are more accepting of the fact that somebody else has a completely separate opinion. And therefore, they're not as, like, likely to come into punch up and rage about it. In this day and age, it's just kind of like, we're just, yeah, if I feel that, like, I like water in a glass jar and you like water in, say, a glass, like, nobody's going to fight about it, even if it's something strong or political or stuff like that. Most people won't in this day and age. And it's just like, okay, well, I have this opinion, you have that opinion, they're separate, but whatever kind of thing. Unfortunately, I can't say that about all the world, but I'm doing my fucking best not to even think about that. Because, like, it's either going to go to shit or it's not. And what the fuck can I do about it? Realistically, not much. Not diddly jack much all. I think that's the general consensus that a lot of people have about it. Some people will fight and some people won't. Not yet. Not yet, at least. Like, shit keeps going to a storm, then it probably will. But, yeah. I mean, even still, unless somebody separates me from my partner and my cats, I'm not exactly going to be, like, raging to kill people to get back. Like, I couldn't give two shits if somebody takes, like, most of the rest of my family away. What do I care? I'm not close to them anyway. There's a good chance that my rest of my family could die without me being aware of it, and I could have, like, a 10-year gap and then find out. Yeah, there'd be a lot of people that are close and stuff like that. But in saying that too, like, as I said the other day, you have no idea what will and won't happen. Like, we can all speculate what's going to happen and how it's going to go and stuff. I'm going to land here. If I can you angle down, please, love? Just turn around. Come on, come. There we go. Honestly, not the worst landing. That's I don't mind that. Yeah. I don't know. I listened to a story the other day that I thought was pretty interesting. Was this guy just got out of prison for being in prison for the last 10 years, and I was just reading that sign. I'm like, that's a terrible sign placement. He went to prison for having protested something, and in his country, protesting is illegal. And so he was in prison for 10 years because of it. And his partner at the time basically had to flee. And if she didn't, she could have also been imprisoned for also having protested. And I'm like, 10 years is a long time for just holding up a sign and having a different opinion. Here's a cracker book. And, like, in their case, they hadn't done anything, like, extremist or anything like that. Like, they hadn't done anything violent. They just stood there and said that they had a different opinion to whatever was happening, and it completely changed their entire lives. I'm like, I can't imagine going to prison for 10 years for a perspective, you know? Like, obviously, don't loosely translate that into, like, you know, there's a whole heap of ways that can be misunderstood, but yeah, just because protesting is against the law in this person's country, and then everything had changed. Like, there's a lot of laws that change in the space of 10 years, you know? And it's always surprising when you've... Oh, I've got 500 paper already. It's always surprising when you find out that, like, yeah, this has all changed and it's no longer the same opinion. Like, I was watching a video this morning of, what was it? Matt Pat, a good old food theory, was doing one about, like, Pepsi and stuff. And they were talking about how the opinion of brands and stuff, they're no longer just fighting each other, like, which is true. When I was growing up, you either liked Coke or you liked Pepsi, and it said a lot about you and what you sort of like would choose and stuff. And so, you know, if you liked drinking Coke and somebody came up to you and you found out that they liked Pepsi, like, could you really even be friends with them? Because it was such a different perspective of a drink, even though it's fucking not. But it's stupid, but that's how it was. It was just a rivaling brand that made rivals out of people who drank it. And then nowadays, as he said, like, you have... Oh, they're over there. You have the two rival brands cross with rivaling with people, because the people will also be like, well, I don't personally like it, and that matters. Many of us didn't start slaughtering them. Yeah. That's a hell of a story time. Where are you? They're all coming in here. I should have shot them up before I came in. You guys, stop hissing at me. It was a bit of a wild ride. For a while there, I wasn't quite sure where you were going with it, but, like, obviously from your perspective, it's a positive thing to have happened because you got to reunite and stuff like that. Like, it's not like you're harming anybody either, so, you know. And I do vaguely remember from history that that was basically to signal the end of an era that was happening, I believe. So, I mean, I can only understand, like, the monumental things that will happen that will, you know, be like the end of this or the end of that happening. I thought I had another book in here. I might be blind. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I need a yawn. Oh. Oh god, my throat. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is like, in my time growing up, because like I said, I would have been 1 when that happened. Like, you know, Soviets and communists and stuff are seen more as like a joke. In my generation, it's kind of like more of a meme, like, you know, amusing. But at the whole time, like, it's still only in the existing generation that all this stuff happened. It just, the way we're taught, it feels like it's so much longer ago. Did somebody fall down? You did. Well, as I say, you know, all these countries have come, like, a long way from their past, and unfortunately a lot of this stuff only lives in the memories of the people that experienced it, because it doesn't always get taught onwards, or doesn't always get explained. But yeah. I can hear somebody. Well, I find it interesting, like, there's also a story about a guy that took the arm of some soldier guy, and like 50 years later he ended up giving that arm back to the guy, because he kept it as a souvenir of the time he had to spend in war or something. And yet in this day and age, it's like all of it's just gone. All the prejudice, all the hatred and stuff is gone and moved on and stuff like that, because it's just, you know, essentially it's what it was at the time. It's not what it is anymore. And there better not be a dog in here. No, good. And they'll see communism was never good for them. you can never know until time has passed if something was or wasn't a good thing. Like, what keeps you alive today, you know, you may or may not agree with it, but at the end of the day, in 10 years' time, you may think it was just as stupid as, like, the other side. Never know until, like, time's passed, unfortunately. I would love to find this fucking Magnum Enforcer book. Yeah, no, I don't really care for children in general. So using children as examples in any scenario anywhere in the world, it doesn't matter what it is. I honestly wish that children didn't exist. I have a very personal opinion about that a lot of people don't agree with, but you know what? I hate children, and that's just a fact. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't need people to agree with me. I don't expect people to agree with me, and I expect people love their kids, but I just wish that they didn't exist. And it's funny because I have got friends that have got kids, love their kids. While I hate children, I don't necessarily love their kids, but I respect my friends, and I tolerate their kids on the base of the respect. This is probably the best way to put it. But yeah, no. Whenever I hear people, I'm not saying in regards to this specific conversation, but whenever I hear people say, oh, this blah, blah, blah has happened to kids, I'm like, well, it could be happening to adults too, but, you know, people don't tend to remember or make note of. Is this a guy stuck in here? There is one stuck in here somewhere. Yeah, a lot of the time people don't remember that stuff's happening to the adults as well. And yes, a lot of it's like, well, the adults made the situation. It's like a lot of the adults didn't have a choice in the situation, and are just as much going along for the ride as the children that they chose to bring into the world. I knew there was a dog behind that. That's the only reason why I was calm about it. There's also books in here. There's so many books in here. I forgot this place has so many. People find that killing kids is worse than killing adults. Well, sure, but at the same time, like, they also differentiate that killing a woman is worse than killing a man. But at the same time, like, I can also argue the fact that, like, well, that man probably has a woman and possibly even has children. So is it not just as bad as killing the woman or the child directly? Because in all senses, it goes around in a circle and impacts everybody. So I always find that quite interesting. Men are quite oftenly, like, left out of, like, the horrors of situations, like, expected that they're not as affected, or it's not as bad because it wasn't them. I'm realist. Oh, fuck. Did I just convert that into... I probably did, didn't I? I'm trying to take some of this stuff to sell it. I don't need the money. But if I have the money, I can maybe buy books and shit. So might swing past the traders in a moment. I could also sell all these books, but to be honest, I'm just getting XP. I didn't have that schematic, but I wasn't not looking for schematics. These are all paper, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I find that when people say feminist, everybody has a completely different side of the opinion of what a feminist is. So I neither agree nor disagree with anything to do with that. Because what I think it might be the complete opposite to the individual, and what that person thinks is feminist could be complete opposite to what the next person thinks is feminist. So, yeah. It's very fucking confusing the way that I see the world, but yeah. This is why I don't greatly, like, talk about that sort of stuff, because I'm generally extremely neutral, or what do you call it? Aggressively neutral about it. Yeah. Well, if you want a non-political topic, I can talk about my birthday stream that's coming up. If you want. I've got more information on that. So that's going to be on the 20th. So I think that's next Thursday. And I'm going to put a picture of the plan for the day in my starting soon page, so that when you guys like see my next video, you can just read it. Like, you'll see that the information's just there. I was wondering when your birthday was, because I didn't know if it was Saturday or Sunday. So I'm glad that I know that it's the 15th. What day is that? Hold up. 15th is a Saturday for me. Is it Saturday for you? So I am planning to do 8 a.m. Hold up, let me get my thing. Just sit here for a sec. I will type all this up so you guys can easily read it. But I'm planning to do, my first game is Generation Zero from 8 a.m. till 1 p.m. And then I'll be doing a 1 hour lunch break from 1 until 2. So I'll have music playing on the stream. So if you guys want to listen to what kind of music I like and stuff, you can hear it. And then I've got my second game is Need for Speed Underground 2. And that's going to be 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. in the afternoon. And then I will have a dinner break and I'll play some more music for you guys. And then the last game will be Warzone with my Discord members from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. And that's going to be extra interesting because Warzone just updated overnight. Oh yeah, this guy's in the floor. I forgot about that. Yeah, so I don't even know what DMZ is going to be like at the moment. So that will be interesting to me. Throw that out there. I'll go down to this guy. But yeah, it's going to be basically a whole day event. I'm hoping that I'm not actually sick at the moment so that I don't like lose my voice and shit, because it is quite croaky. So I'm going to try to take care of it over the weekend and stuff. It will be next Thursday, so I'll either be full swing sick or I'll be like not. It'll be A or B. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it because I'll be playing some games I'm looking forward to. Mate, I stole all the shit in your base and you didn't even notice. Like, you didn't even care. Yeah, so it's going to be a pretty big day. It's a lot of the games that I like playing. I'm super keen to show you guys Generation Zero because not a lot of people know of it. I think you'll actually be bloody interested in it because it's I think Russia versus something in the hold up a second. Let me.
Well, it's about time.
Oh, I was already in a tab. I could look out. Hold up. Where's my Steam games? Okay, it is. Sorry. Where's the store page? Please, for the love of God, don't autoplay. Okay, you're muted. All right, where's the thing? Generation Zero is a stealth action shooter. You wage guerrilla warfare against lethal mechanical enemies. Explore vast open world map inspired by a Swedish Cold War era and its resistance alone with up to 3 friends in seamless co-op. Can I copy this? I'll throw it into chat if I can grab a copy of it. Share. Okay, thank you. I need that. Let's throw that in there so you guys can have a look at the Steam page. Okie dokie. So that's Generation Zero. That's what I'll be playing. Well, it's against machines. You'll see that when you open it. And I fucking love the game. I love it with an absolute serious passion. I'm not good at the game, but I absolutely love it. I love how basic it is. I love the music. I love so much about it. I really do. So I'm stoked to play that. Kind of. I thought you might be interested to hear that one. I think you'll definitely find some of it very interesting. I think you'll have probably a lot to say about it. And then Need for Speed Underground 2. I mean, it's an old game, and I am also very shit at playing that, but I greatly enjoy it, and everybody's going to get a real like viewpoint of why I can't fucking drive, because those are the games that I started driving in before I actually could drive a car. So yeah, very, very good fun. And then obviously Warzone at night will be great fun as well for me. I honestly love the meme about that communist detected on German soil engaging in lethal force. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Generation Zero is all like in Swedish sort of area, and I don't want to spoil anything. I've played it through to the end. I've completed the game once before, but I'll be starting from scratch. And I'm hoping that it leaves my inventory as scratch, because they did update it and it is supposed to be able to play completely from the beginning. But yeah, it should be good. I'm looking forward to that one. I also think there should be a box with information over here. Yeah. No, I definitely I think like the whole premises of the game would be quite